Hello friends, I welcome you all on this weekly roundup of GST queries on GST Mantra. Today, Bharti is not with us here, but she is involved completely as usual in the backstage for the conduct of this program. Because of some reasons at the office, she could not join us, but yes, we are going to have same number of queries and we are going to start with our program. Our friends are already joined here, starting with Tushant Garg. They have already posted some queries to us. We have got Sunny Prajapati. He says, I am a new subscriber. Welcome, Sunny. Now let's take first query of Tushant Garg. In GSTR 9, sales and output tax has been wrongly increased. Can it be rectified through 9C or will have to pay tax by DRC 03? In GSTR 9, sales and output tax has been wrongly increased. 9 में भी increase हो गया, sales भी और tax भी. कौन से साल का है तुशांत जी ये? Sales और output tax दोनों 9 में increase हो गए. Can it be rectified in 9C or will have to pay tax by DRC 03? जब सेल और आउटपुट टैक्स दोनों इंक्रीज हो गए तो फिर टैक्स क्यों पे करना है? गलती से इंक्रीज हो गए हैं ना, रॉन्गली इंक्रीज्ड, तो टैक्स क्यों पे करना है? फिर तो टैक्स रिवर्स करने की बात आती है ना तुशांत जी. पे क्यों करना है? फाइनेंशियल ईयर 18-19 का है, पे क्यों करना है? पे तो नहीं करना है. DRC 03 का मतलब है कि आपने कोई टैक्स पे करना है, पे तो नहीं करना है. मुझे आप थोड़ा सा इसको डिटेल में लिख के भेजें हुआ क्या है एक्चुअली. आशीष सिंह हमारे मित्र हैं बंबई से. डियर सर, सम सप्लायर्स गिवन कैश डिस्काउंट थ्रू GST क्रेडिट नोट and commercial credit note against their due payment before credit periods and said discount is shown in profit and loss account as other income. Please guide whether we have to pay GST or have to reverse GST only against GST credit notes. आशीष जी, GST में जो क्रेडिट नोट की जो बात है, that is governed by section 34 of the act. Now it says section 15 subsection 3 clause B is talking about the valuation part. I am giving you the complete code, reading both sections together. Complete code for the purposes of levy tax on discounts and reducing input on receipt of credit notes. Now, if a supplier on or before the supply gives any discount, then the value shall be reduced by that value of discount and the resultant figure shall be subject to GST. But if the discount is given post supply, then there are basic two conditions to be complied. First is that discount should be linked with the invoices and there should be an agreement. There is a conjoint reading. I would say these are simultaneous occurrence of two conditions in one. There should be an agreement between the supplier and the recipient pre-supply for the particular discount which is supposed to be given. And second condition should be complied is that the recipient, who is the purchaser, should reduce its input tax credit also. And according to section 34, for the purposes of reduction in value of supply or tax or goods return or deficit goods, deficit supply, because of these reasons, credit notes can be given by the supplier for the reduction in the value of supply. Now it is up to the supplier to whether reduce. Of course, the value reduction is there in the value of supply, but whether the supplier would be reducing the output liability of his also or not would depend on him only. If he issues a credit note without charging any GST over it. So even the circular number 92 issued on 7th March 2019 used this term commercial credit note, wherein the credit note is given but no GST impact is taken. So that is purely a commercial credit note, whereby reducing the value of supply made by the supplier. Now, if you are not reducing your output tax, then section 15(3)(b) is not required to be complied, meaning thereby supplier does not have to ensure that the recipient reduces its input tax credit also when he is reducing his output tax. So in the wake of the fact that the supplier cannot ensure that the recipient reduces its input, supplier also does not reduce its output tax. So if supplier does not charge any tax over the credit note, it is commonly called as a commercial credit note. For that matter, the recipient does not require to reduce its input tax credit also, my dear friends, if the tax is not charged over the credit note, if it is a commercial credit note only. And of course, it has to come into the profit loss side as into the credit side or as deduction in the debit side, but does not require as a recipient to reduce your input tax. So I believe, Ashish ji, your question is being adequately answered. Now Tushant says, sir, sales has been shown more than 3B and books. Output tax has been subsequently increased and now payable in point number 9. So sir, do not use DRC 03. Use the mechanism provided in 9C only, and consider, because books shows 100 rupees, your 9 shows 120 rupees. So there would be a difference of 20 rupees, which would result in the payment of additional tax, but which is not actually payable. So you may give note in the reasons as an auditor in Form 9C that it was inadvertently shown in 9, but it is not the actual turnover in the books of accounts. So no additional tax payment is required to be made. Do not use DRC 03. We have our another friend Amit Khatri with us. He is asking a question, sir. Kindly confirm regarding availability of ITC on an under construction residential flat purchased by a company. The flat is to be used as a guest house for business purposes. Mr. Khatri, for the purposes of input tax credit received on the inward supplies relating to the construction services is being blocked under section 17(5) subclause C and D. Unless you are not in the same line of business, you have yourself said that the flat is to be used for guest house, but you are not buying a flat for reselling it, but for using it in your business. So in spite of the fact that it is for the business, in the course or furtherance of business, used in the course or furtherance of business, but because there is a specific mechanics, specific blockage which is being created in the law by way of section 17 subsection 5 clause C and clause D, so the credit, Mr. Khatri, shall not be available to you. Another question of our friend Ashish Singh. Dear sir, we have received insurance claim against damage of vehicle. However, ITC not availed on motor vehicle. Please guide whether GST to pay on said insurance claim. My answer would be, Ashish, no. No insurance, no ITC on the insurance. Received insurance claim. Insurance claim. When you have claimed insurance, so would it not be considered to be your supply rather as an inward supply, outward supply? To my mind, how would the credit be available in case of insurance claim? Did the insurance company charge you an invoice? Please explain. Tushant's. Bharti, please can you take Tushant's question? Sir, which point column GSTR 9 has to be used for rectifying the mistake? Sir, table number 5 of part A of form 9C would be comparing the output taxable turnover with the 9 and the books, audited books of accounts, audited annual financial statements. So the difference would come in table 5. Table 6, you would be getting the reasons for table 6, you would be getting the reasons for difference. So in table 6 only, you can give the reasons for difference. And you may give note regarding this in part B of form 9C also. Paragraph number 5, I believe, of part B of 9C. G. Okay. Okay. Now, next question, one more question we have of our viewer. It is a pertinent situation in today's time. If you have charged TCS on the face of the invoice, TCS under Income Tax Act, which was made applicable with effect from 1st October 2020. Now, if you have charged TCS on the face of the invoice, collected it on the face of the invoice, now the next question arises, while generating the e-way bill, would you include the value of TCS in the value of invoice? Next question arises, while reporting in GSTR 1 for October, would you report the TCS in the value of invoice in GSTR 1 also? My answer to both the questions would be in negative. No. Neither while generating the e-way bill, TCS, which is charged on the face of the invoice, shall form part of the value of invoice, nor in reporting for GSTR 1. Of course, there would be difference between the invoice value, which is there on the face of the invoice, and the reported value in the e-way bill or GSTR 1. Of course, there would be a problem for reporting you. There would not be, I don't know whether it is there or not, automated process, which is automated process that what you call that JSON file, which is generated from the your accounting package and directly uploaded to the portal. But even while during that export and import, exporting from the accounting package and importing to the portal, that value of TCS should not be taken into account. If it is being done by the portal, by the accounting package itself, then it is perfect. Else you have to do it manually. But don't report in neither in e-way bill nor in GSTR 1. Next question we have from Manjul Mishra. Is it necessary to verify Aadhaar if registering for proprietorship in GST? What if my Aadhaar is not having a mobile number? Sir, section 25 is amended from August, if I am not mistaken. So, Aadhaar, OTP verification, or the physical verification by the inspectors, proper officers, by physically visiting your premises on which your registration is sought, either of the process has to be followed. So if your Aadhaar number is not linked with your mobile number, Ms. Manjulji, then in that case, your physical verification shall take place before awarding the registration. I hope I have given you the answer. Okay. Now another question which we have from our other viewer is regarding this Form 9. Recently, there was a press release by the CBIC with respect to Form 9 of financial year 18-19. Thereafter, they amended the rules and changed some instructions of Form 9 also. Now, press release was saying that in 18-19 Form 9, only 18-19 data is to be reported, not 17-18. But the instructions to the form was saying something different. Recently in October, the instructions are being amended. So the paradox or the conflict which was being created by way of that press release was being done away. Now instructions are also instructing us that you have to report only 18-19 data and nothing else. So this was another question and I have given the answer also of the viewer. Ashish has come back. He said insurance company has not charged GST. We have claimed insurance against damage of vehicle. My doubt is whether we have to pay GST on such insurance claim or otherwise. Please guide. This is a very interesting question. Whether GST is to be paid on that insurance claim or not. Just a second. My dear friends, this is a very interesting question. And friends, let me tell you that when the premium was paid, supply was done by the insurance company to the recipient who is the insured. Now this application of the uncertain event or the happening of the uncertain event made the application of that particular agreement. So it is somewhere or the other, this particular claim is considered to be an actionable claim. This particular event shall be considered to be an actionable claim. Schedule 3 item, which is outside the preview of GST, neither goods nor services would not be subject to tax, sir. Ashish ji. Wonderful. So I think we have given all the answers of our viewers and everybody must be benefited out of it. Friends, last at Anchal Munat is there with us from Ratlam. Another question. Anchal, financial year 18-19, a sale bill was omitted in August 18, which was taken in Feb 19, 3B. But the mistake was that instead of showing it in sales, ITC was reduced with the respective CGST, SGST. You prepare a reconciliation, nothing to worry. You reduce your ITC instead of increasing your output. So nothing to worry. You please prepare a reconciliation, report accordingly. In 9, output increase, input increase, and prepare a reconciliation. Don't worry. All right, Anchal. So this was our good friend Anchal from Ratlam. Now the mistake is discovered during. Oh, I have given you the answer. You may report it in 9C also, but correct it in 9 itself if you wish, or can correct it in 9C also. Not able to mark no in that. Sir, I'm sorry. The law is Manjulji is there that you have a facility for the physical verification if your OTP Aadhaar is not linked. But if they are not allowing it, send a mail to the what you call that, GST Council, GSTN. Still, if they don't do, then it is better to update your mobile number in Aadhaar. Thank you, Anshul, for completing the question. I myself got it. Thank you, Ashish, for being with us. Friends, on the parting note, I would like to thank each one of you for giving me the Diwali wishes and being with me during this time. I would like to thank each one of you for giving your gracious patronage for all the endeavors in which I have been involved in. Friends, country, economy, and the profession of chartered accountancy is evidencing a great change. And we have been taught this also in early ages, that change is the only factor which is constant. I would urge earnestly to one and all that during this time, technology has taken the front seat, the driver's seat. I would request each one of us to actually adapt the technology, come on the terms with the technology, and take maximum benefit out of it. Friends, pandemic is not yet settled. It is growing. It is increasing day by day, especially in Delhi, where I do reside. The number of reported cases, normally we used to call reported judgments, now we have to call reported cases. Number of reported cases are increasing. In our circles also, people are getting infected. Please, we have to be very careful for our next generation, for our elderly generations. They are our pillars. If something happens to them, the entire mankind, the humanity, the premise on which it is standing will be shaken. So I, with all my humility, request you, please take necessary precautions, safety, distance, social distancing, other precautions. Whenever necessary, then only travel. Otherwise, do not come out of your places, whether you are sitting in office or home. Please be safe. And this is the time for again getting united. Our profession is evidencing a great change. So I would request you, all the fellow professionals, chartered accountants, advocates, CMAs, to adapt the change, be the change, what you want to see in the system, and curb the corruption. Unless we don't do that, what kind of a system, ecosystem, economy we are going to give in as to our successors, our next generation. So it is very important for all of us to assume this responsibility. Thank you, Bharti. Even if there was a disturbance in the office, actually Tax for Wealth office is getting shifted to some bigger place. So the entire office is disturbed. Still, the office is working very hard. Bharti and her entire team is working hard for making this show happen, making this show reality. Any clarity on e-invoicing to B2C transactions? Not required, sir. Hari Ram Nagpal ji, not required. Right, friends? Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you very much. All the best. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you. Thank you, Bharti. Thank you, friends.